All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, man. So a couple hours ago, if you guys have not seen it, this is my first raw reaction to the Zombies gameplay reveal trailer. It's about 2 minutes long. We're gonna hop in. Bro, I think the buzz around Zombies is a lot more popular than the buzz around multiplayer. Is this a Zombies year? Is Zombies getting some love again? Anyway, let's dive in, man. Let's see what we got cooking over here. Let's see, man. Ooh, I'm actually really excited. Okay.
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. My dude, he's back. Pack of punts. Oh my gosh. Dude, this looks insane. Okay. Wonder vehicle. Okay, so those are those new zombies. Kind of look like human dogs and things from Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, that's one of the bus stops on Black Ops 2, right? Oh my gosh.
Definitely wasn't English breakfast.
We gotta go back to that. Wonder weapon.
Literally at my fingertips.
Oh, so sick. That's pretty cool. Okay, the farm. The bear, bro. My goodness.
Play Zombies Survival in the beta.
So we actually get to play it in the beta? Okay, so I think that's a brand new perk if I'm not mistaken, guys. I'm not 100% sure. This map, it looks so good. We just got this blog post. We're gonna go over it. We're just gonna kind of break it down, see if there's any new information that is like here available. But it starts off with enhancements overview. Enhancement overload. Black Ops 7 Zombie launches with a huge variety of Perk-a-Colas, ammo mods, and field upgrades. A massive augment expansion with 66 new choices, 192 total augments. Research progress continued from Black Ops 6, a new overheal mechanic letting you stack buffs and customize your survival chances like never before. Let's see. So all new Wisp T Perk-a-Cola, summoning a spectral ally with versatile masks that heal, distract, or devastate, and reintroduces 11 Perk-a-Colas, each expanded with new game-changing augments. Ammo mods. Stop by the arsenal for elemental ammo mods with new augments and the introduction of fireworks. Returning from Black Ops 3, WW. I love, dude, this ammo mod in Black Ops 3 was like, if you are a Black Ops 3 Zombies player like I was and my brother was, you definitely know that fireworks was the way to go. You had to keep, like, back then, you didn't have ammo mods. You just, every time you would pack a punch, you would just get different ammo mods. Expect an expansion of field upgrades with new augments, faster charging, and toxic growth, deploying poisonous vines that slow, wound, and entangle enemies for a brutal defense tactic. Okay. Gobblegums return with over 45 total flavors, including new choices like Round Off, Armageddon, and Aftertaste. Aftertaste is pretty old. Black Ops 3 had it. You pretty much, I think, the get revived with all your perks. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's how Aftertaste worked. Players can now also recycle Gobblegums mid-match, converting unused chews into bonus essence. Whoa. I don't know who would be like doing that. All right, so general information and additional augments. So here we go. Spending time in the research laboratory certainly starts with paid dividends as Black Ops 7 launches with a huge selection of Perk-a-Colas, ammo mods, and field upgrades, as well as massive influx of new augments across all of this content. There are new research diagrams for every enhancement, as well as new powerful buffs to wield across the dark ether. Okay. So there's 12 types of Perca-Cola, 1 new, 11 returning. So Wisp Tea, Juggernog, PhD Flopper, pretty much all that we've had. The only new one is Wisp Tea right here. 6 types of ammo mods. 1 new, 5 are returning. So Fireworks, and then Brain Rot, Napalm Burst, Shadow Rift, Deadwire, and Chiral Freeze. So they're getting rid of the I think they're getting rid of one, no? Are they getting rid of one, or am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. 6 types of field upgrades, 1 new, 5 are returning. So Toxic Growth is the new field upgrade. And then the rest are pretty much everything from Black Ops 6. Every one of these enhancements arrives with a set of augments to unlock and use. Some returning augments have received tuning changes and tweaks, so forget some of what you know and prepare to learn some new tricks. Okay, that's cool. That feels refreshing, right? So it's not like pretty much like a repeat. They are making some changes to what we currently have in terms of augments and stuff. So only some of, right, what you know is going to change. But that's really cool. I like the keeping it fresh kind of thing. For each returning enhancement, Juggernog, for example, expect 6 augments from Black Ops 6 plus 2 brand new augments, 1 major and 1 minor. Black Ops 6 augment research continues with all completed augments unlocks for every returning Perca-Cola ammo mod and field upgrade accessible in Black Ops 7. Unlock all 8 augments in your research diagram, and you can unlock the extra slot minor augment, which enables you to equip a second minor augment in. That's sick. That's actually really good. I feel like you'll be super overpowered. No? Therefore, once you fully research a specific perk, an ammo mod, or a field upgrade in Black Ops 7, you have a total of 8 augments. 3, 1 major, 2 minor, being active during a match. I knew that there was like 2 ammo mods that we weren't getting, which was Shatter Blast and then field upgrades that we weren't getting, but it says expect them all to appear, each with 2 new augments and additional minor augment slot to unlock to bolster your offense capabilities still further during season 1. Anytime an augment enables an enemy to be charmed, Brain Rot perk is the obvious example. Charmed zombies now avoid slaying the last zombie in the last round, allowing you or your teammates to inflict the final blow. Especially helpful if you're kidding an enemy while investigating a map closely. That's actually kind of helpful. I like that change because sometimes, you know, when you had I forget the perk, Elemental Pop. When you had the Elemental Pop and it would accidentally turn a zombie and then they would wipe out pretty much your last zombie and you wanted to save that round for the Easter egg or, you know, steps, that's actually really helpful. So bigger game, all big game augments for ammo mods will receive a buff to damage or frequency that they trigger. Example, big game, Brain Rot and Napalm Burst ammo mods will now charm or burn elite enemies more frequently. Okay, that could have, I mean, sure. Damage types without a hit location like Deadwire's Lightning Strike are no longer automatically considered critical hits or headshots. This also affects equipment and traps. Okay. Augments that operate on a per shot influence regarding ammunition or weapons that have multiple pallets or an area of effect damage now have a very small cooldown so as not to make them overwhelmingly effective for those weapon types. Augment examples include Dead Again, which is a Deadshot Daiquiri perk, and Critical Eye Death Perception perk. Okay, the most you can raise your health by combined augment effects like Juggernog's probiotics and the stim shot equipment, for example, is plus 100 health above your current health maximum. I'm guessing it's 150, right? I guess I'm kind of confused by that one right there. Overheal, employ specific tactics and you can increase your health still further. This bonus to your health is temporary, meaning unlike your regular health, it does not regenerate over time. Okay, the bonus is lost once your current health drops below the normal maximum, but it can be temporarily reacquired. So this new perk, drink to summon a companion wisp after killing zombies. This perk specializes in adding a protective over ethereal creature that remains near the player, appearing only after the player inflicts a large amount of damage to the enemy. Use of field upgrades, equipment, other high damage items quickens the summoning. What? That sounds crazy. Once summoned, the wisp begins to slay nearby zombies for around 30 seconds. 2 minutes later, it can be summoned again. The Wisp is summoned after defeating a number of zombies. The number is important rather than the speed of slaying. Though obviously the Wisp will appear more quickly if the enemies are killed with haste. The Wisp targets all zombie types indiscriminately. That's so stupid, bro. The Wisp also realizes the importance of turning around and will refrain from killing the last. Dude, this perk sounds wicked. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mask of Wrath, the demon does more damage. The fox can revive you while it's active. This can be done up to 3 times per match. That's actually like, what is going on, bro? Hold on. This is a lot. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. This video is gonna probably be a lot. Mask of Distraction, the monkey attracts enemies and does not damage in the area. And does damage in the area. Mask of the maiden does not attack, but will periodically heal you. The demon does more damage. The fox can revive you. The monkey attracts enemies. And the maiden does not attack, but will periodically heal you. What? Minor augments. Increases the Wisp's lifetime, obviously. Decreases the cooldown before Wisp can be summoned. The Wisp will attract and avoid damaging the last zombie in the round until the round time's out. So it just doesn't automatically do it like brain rot. You have to have a mind that's dumb. The Wisp will pick up items and power-ups for you aside from the nuke. Thank you. Aside from the nuke. You know how irritating it is to pick up that nuke and you don't mean to? So the base purchase price of Perk-a-Colas is based on previously purchased perks and increases the price. Now don't include ones you may have obtained for free. On Black Ops 6, Der Wonderfizz machines became available at round 25. In Black Ops 7, the arrival of Der Wonderfizz machine is dependent on you and your teammates. And now also arrives after a certain number of perks have been bought, including repurchases by all players. But what if you're solo? What if you're solo? You know, because I feel like when you're solo and in Black Ops 6, you hit that round 25, I literally only had like 6 perks. I think this is different. I'm not sure because I don't play too much zombies, nor do I care about getting like ammo mods as much. But now that they're bringing back fireworks, you guys let me know if you guys are like diehard zombie fans. Let me know if this is kind of like what it's always been. I wasn't sure, but it says you can have any ammo mod active on any of your loadout weapons, up to 2 main weapons and 1 melee. But each weapon requires a separate ammo mod purchase. Let me know if that's new or if that's literally the same. This is the firework mod. As the initial explosive light show has occurred, damaging zombies caught in the vicinity, stars are launched into the skies before exploding. This subsequent explosion launches a set of individual flares from the stars that fly out and home in on additional random threats within the general vicinity. The chance of fireworks activating depends on the enemy type. And once the light show is over, expect a small cooldown window before it is available again. But how long, bro? Please, like Cryo Freeze, bro. If you got a specific augment for Cryo Freeze that lets it come back, you literally freeze every zombie with every shot with Cryo Freeze. Every bullet, if you hit a zombie in the leg, you literally freeze them. So, holy smokes. Okay. So these are the major and minor augment. We got big game fireworks can activate on elite enemies, creating a bigger light show fire. So that means more damage. Fireworks, starburst. Fireworks explodes immediately, sending flares through enemies in all directions. That's pretty cool. Okay. Starburst. I like that. Weeping Willow. Instead of targeting enemies, that flares will land on the ground and explode for a while. Well, like, yeah. Create 2 fire wheels that spin around and damage enemies. So these are the major ones. I think based on explanation, I think that this one is going to be really strong. If I'm putting together what it sounds like, I feel like this can be really strong. And then I would say big game is going to be really strong, especially on elite enemies. All right, some minor augments. Fireworks launches more flares. Firework flares deal more damage to special and elite enemies and increase the area of effect. That's going to be huge. And then fireworks cooldown is reduced. That's also going to be huge. I think these 2 are going to be your go-to. Okay, so this is the new field upgrade that is coming in called Toxic Growth. Okay, so this is the major and minor augments. Toxic Growth takes up a wider area and enemies that enter the growth continue to be explode after leaving it. The first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth is entangled and charmed, attacking other enemies that enter. Enemies killed by growth explode, dealing toxic damage to nearby enemies and slowing them. The first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth becomes the toxic growth itself. What? Some minor ones. You got enemies moving through the growth are even slower. Significantly increase the toxic growth health. Increases mag charges by 1. And then killing enemies with toxic growth has a chance to drop healing fruit. Cool. A hasty departure exit strategy. Exfil immediately reduces zombie spawns during exfil. Now automatically exfils a player who used the gobblegum, counting as a successful exfil. New gobblegums aftertaste. Obviously, I told you about this one. This activates on revive. Keep all your perks after being revived. Re-equipment timed last 5 minutes. Your equipment slots refill over time. Power vacuum is kills have a higher chance to spawn power-ups. Round off. Rounds prevented from advancing for 2 rounds. That's huge. Armageddon. Receive a 3-plate armor vest and full plates. Sure, instead of 15,000 points to buy one. And then this is the one, gift card. Gain 30,000 essence. Cannot be combined with other bonuses. First of all, being able to have, like, imagine you have this at the start of a game. This is kind of why I don't like gobblegums being able to be in your inventory. This seems a little excessive, maybe? Holy smokes. Okay. In Black Ops 7, one or more of your chosen gobblegums can be crushed during a match while they're in your inventory and converted into essence on the fly. The gobblegum is removed just as if it had been consumed and essence added to your inventory. See, recycle, like imagine, I know it's not smart to do, but what if you recycle a perkaholic? Do you see why this is kind of weird? Like, I feel like that's a little weird. All right, now that we went over everything, like pretty much new that's coming, I want to do more of like the overview of what's going on here. So the story picks up after Black Ops 6 Reckoning. Obviously, we know that we're in a whole nother dimension, which is the Dark Ether. We know we're in a whole different timeline. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different areas of this map. The diner is back. I'm pretty sure that is the same diner from Black Ops 2. Transit. Ashes of the Dead can be described as an off-world Bermuda Triangle where various earthly and celestial locations were transported and dropped into this place. This gives me revelations from Black Ops 3, beginning with a twisted off-worldly Janus Towers that once resided in Liberty Falls. There are 6 terrifying and surreal main locations to investigate, all linked together by treacherous and unforgiving roadways teeming with deadly threats. Okay, this is exactly okay. So wherever the reckoning took place, this is directly outside, literally outside. Okay, so this is like your spawn location, I'm assuming. A triple tower superstructure violently crashed into a warped and hostile dimension. One tower has collapsed completely while electricity sparks and crackles from severed power lines arcing into oppressive skies. Okay, and then we got the farm. I think this is so cool having this little display. That's so dope. Then we got Blackwater Lake, which looks stunning, man. Hey, dude, props to Treyarch, bro, because I mean, like when they can cook, they really cook. Ashwood. This looks crazy. This looks insane. This whole thing right here. I know in the trailer, you have something to do with this right here. This is something. Maybe like a source of power. Something. Something's going on with this little device right here. Exit 115. See what they did there. See what they did there. See what they did there. This looks really cool. I mean, you could go inside clearly. Floating objects. Look, crumbling freeway overpasses a torn from its original location, which was Black Ops 2. There are faint echoes of a doomed confrontation, only desperation. And then Zarya, Cosmodrome. Okay. Yo, this map, yeah, bro, they weren't lying. They said this is going to be a massive map. They were not lying. Holy. The fog. I'm just getting nostalgia baited right now. Like really, like just zombies itself might be the reason I buy Black Ops 7. I'm not even trolling, bro. This looks fire, bro. Like chef's kiss so far. Ashes of the Damned has deadly network of roadways to travel between its main locations. Fortunately for you, there's a rusty pickup truck nearby that looks tough enough to withstand an undead battering, though it isn't quite battle ready yet. After a severe battering, it can become temporarily inoperable. Okay, so that's what I was wondering. So if it takes enough damage, it's temporarily inoperable. Keep an eye on its reinforced steel frame and react accordingly if Old Tessie needs a pit stop. Methods to repair this wonder vehicle remain to be seen. So new wonder weapon that we saw in the trailer, in addition to blasting maggot sacks to atoms with the classic ray gun and the ray gun Mark II, so they are confirmed to be returning. Hoped so. There's a brand new wonder weapon to wield in Ashes of the Damned, and it looks insane. Upon discovery, the Necrofluid Gauntlet is a black skull-fanged glove that glows with a bilious greenish hue. This ancient artifact seems to be deadly at both melee and long ranges. Its umbral surface veins choked by a vicious liquid that the gauntlet seems to control. That sounds fire. So you could either shoot it or you can use it as a melee. Sick, boy. Ravagers. So this is the new... I'm assuming that this is like in replace of dogs or those little freaking spiders. Said to be a tortured minion of an unknown evil, the Ravager prowls the dark ether on all fours, usually in packs lurking in the shadows until drawn to material spoils. The creature consumes salvage and other dropped provisions, a habit that can directly impact your survival in the field. Packs of Ravagers are especially dangerous, overwhelming squads with relentless flurries of sharp-clawed wounding. More than just scavengers, Ravagers can also latch onto moving vehicles even at high speed. Dude, this is... Oh my gosh, it sounds so good. Zersa. So that's what we're calling the bear, dog. Zersa. An apex predator twisted by dark ether. Zersa is no ordinary bear, but a hulking undead monstrosity whose thick hide and parasitic infestations make it an elite level threat. This is the elite zombie now? Okay. 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 Driven by madness and aggression, obviously. It mauls and bite with claw strikes that not only deal heavy damage, but also wound victims, leaving them vulnerable to lingering harm until they recover. Okay. Wound victims, leaving them vulnerable to lingering harm until they recover. So I'm guessing that means that it will slow your health regeneration. When the Zersa roars into combat, expect it to charge in on all fours, battering through teams or slamming into Old Tessie. As if its raw strength weren't enough, the Zersa is host to parasitic insects, so-called zombies, that swarm from hive-like growth infesting the beast's fur and skin. These clouds of stinging death and add chaos to an already fraught fight. When taken on alone, the Zersa is a towering menace. Amid other threats, it becomes a mauling engine of devastation. Dude, okay, so I'm guessing when you shoot those right here, you're pretty much unleashing these zombies that just swarm. Okay, so there's jump pads now that launch you in directions across the landscape of the map rather than brave the... Jeez, man. Holy smokes. The Saw Blade Trap. So zombies mode. So you got standard, play the new round-based zombies of Ash of the Damned, continuing the fight against the undead. So this is standard mode. Then you have directed, which is what we currently have. So we have standard and directed already. Then we have survival. Survival maps are coming to zombies for the first time since Black Ops 2, delivering a focused, unfiltered experience based on a small part of Ashes of the Damned at launch. There are no quests other than you and your squad surviving against the relentless undead for as long as you can. And then Cursed. Take on a new experience featuring some legacy mechanics with numerous side quests to unearth increasingly potent and cursed relics. Activate these relics to face harder challenges in exchange for new levels of power, replayability, and this is peak. This is peak. I'm so serious. This is peak. Watch zombies eat this year. Watch the zombies community eat this year. You guys are in for such a good treat, bro. And I might even join y'all. It sounds like there is an abundant amount of things to do and just different ways to play, man. So I'm going to take it. Fulfilled certain criteria is you have to complete the Easter egg. You have to complete the main quest Easter egg is what I'm kind of getting at right here. Once you figured out how to access the mode itself, like once you figured out how, right? You'll start your curse match with some familiar friends. The survival mode is on farm. Massing missed salvage. If you find salvage hard to come by, expect some help in this regard. Every 10 rounds, you're awarded around 50% of any salvage you previously missed picking up. I guess that helps. That does help. Max ammo power up now fills your equipment as well as your ammunition. That's cool. Fire sale power up also temporarily reduces the cost of traps and wall buys. So random perk power up has been added to the randomly dropped power ups available. That's crazy. A number of perks must be purchased by all teammates before the power up can even up. Multiple power ups randomly dropping within a single round is now a more frequent occurrence. There's a new gobble gum that increases the chance. Yes, any gobble gums that summons power ups. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Enhancements overview. Okay, and then we ran over the augments and all that other stuff already. I really wanted to just give you all the information. Feel free, man. I'm gonna put the blog post inside of the description as well as my Discord. Feel free to come in and join up, man. But if you guys are curious to read this more like in depth, there's some things I just kind of skipped over because it just wasn't that important, or it's just stuff that we've already had in Black Ops 6 that I just don't feel the need to cover because it's just kind of old and recycled. But I really tried my best to go over everything new that I saw and give you all the best, you know, kind of up-to-date info that we have with zombies. And as we continue to go in and play and all this multiplayer campaign, zombies, Warzone, all this stuff, man, we'll try to cover as best as we can. So like I said, man, I do apologize. This was a beefy video, man, but appreciate y'all for sticking around. The biggest thing is for me is I want to give God glory in all that I do. And I want to show y'all through my life, you know, everything that God has done, everything that God continues to do. So let me be a vessel onto this chaotic world and, you know, just continue to growing and just passing out love in all different aspects and all different ways that I can, given it being in the front of a camera and talking to you guys and building those relationships. Never forget, always put God first because God is amazing. Stay straight and keep walking in faith. Now catch y'all on the next one. We out. Peace out.